new cousin Will, who's Kenyan. She warmed right up to him, so it's got to be just you, if anything.
How
old is he though?
Newborn, right?
25-ish.
Oh,
26.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's still a newbie.
Warmed right up. Newbie.
Yeah. 26. Ah, shit.
There it is. Look at that.
What up?
Was good.
This motherfucker's in a mariachi suit.
Yeah, he is. Halloween costume.
I
Listen,
love
man,
it.
listen. I have the hat too. It's just because the headphones I couldn't do both.
Nay.
But you know, this is for you guys, Chris. This is for your culture. I know you're not Mexican, but
like
you're close. You're closer to Mexican than the rest of us, and that might not be true, but that's my truth.
He calls you Mexican, and he's wearing the outfit, making fun of you.
And the dog's Mexican.
The video didn't post to Twitter. Just that stupid tune in and you'll be entertained tweet that always shows up.
Un momento, por favor. Yeah, you guys didn't know I speak either Spanglish.
No, he doesn't.
The Spanglish.
I speak the Spanglish.
Spanglish.
Yeah, a little bit of that too. Spanglish. You know, potato, it's all the same.
He don't know what the fuck.
Tomato.
All right, now it's gonna be on Twitter.
I love that this thing when I blink, it fucking blinks.
That's impressive. I'm surprised.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
We're live everywhere.
Yes, we are. Okay, let me pull up this coin.
I told you I'm going to be distracted for the next 45 minutes or so as my hockey team is in the playoffs and tied 4-4.
Who's that?
The Rangers.
They made it to the playoffs?
Yeah, man. First time in 4 or 5 years.
Nice.
Doesn't everybody make it to the playoffs? It's only like
it's like any professional sport. I think 6 teams get in.
We're starting off with Coco.
6 Coco. Well,
ding, ding.
Damn it! I keep hitting the wrong button on Twitter. Sure.
Yeah, I said, people, how you doing on Popcorn and Pints tonight? It's your boy, Sir Sturdy, Chris from Stories from a Bar, James, the Hombre, and you, amigo, Sir WORSTDAMNGAMEREVR.
You didn't say that in Spanish.
Forgot about Sturdy Bones, a.k.a. Bonesy, a.k.a. Senor Bonesy.
Bonesy, my cousin.
I have a friend that calls me Bonesy.
Wow.
Do you get naked in front of this friend?
I was like, what? How did you earn that? Do I want to know?
How else do you get that nickname? Is there another way?
That's
I
true.
love this face.
Good point. Talking about your face, James. Careful.
I know.
Alrighty then.
It's those white stripes are the cum gutters of the beard. That's
we're going there already.
They are.
That's the facial hair cum gutter.
That's what it is.
Wow. All right, before we get too crazy, what's everybody drinking tonight? And then we'll dive into these films.
I actually don't have anything at the moment.
I have some Patroon Island New England double IPA from Fort Orange Brewing. It's the last one I have, actually. Right out of Albany.
I got maple whiskey, and I put it in Stewart's maple milk.
Shout out to you, Kyle, and Sean.
Yeah.
And Phil. My bad. Shout out to you three, our Canadian representatives. And I have some this right here is Dos Equis mixed with some blue curacao. You know, like the flavor stuff. It tastes pretty good.
Really?
I haven't had
beer
Dos
mixed
Equis.
with something? Okay.
Are you mixing beer and liquor?
That's what I'm saying.
I've done that before, but the blue curacao is like just like what you would mix with like a vodka drink. It's the sweet stuff.
Yeah, with a beer. That don't sound right.
Yo.
It's good though.
Oh, all right.
It's good.
Okay.
I have my canteen of tequila.
There you go.
Oh shit.
We're gonna get fucked up tonight.
I was kind of banking on doing Coco second, so I'm a little.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I was banking on doing some coke.
I was like, yeah,
man. Yeah. Ramp it up tonight.
That's where he finally admits it.
I've been saying at work since I have a guy coming to seal cracks in the basement. I'm like, I got to call my crack dealer.
Hell yeah, there you go.
That has caught some people's attention.
I I bet it has.
Oh man, Coco, huh?
Coco.
Mhm.
This is Disney, right? Or is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Disney Pixar.
Or is it Disney Pixar?
Yeah. You know,
Yeah. Okay.
early rating, no reason. Go ahead, Mr. Mexico.
I love this one, man. This one always gets a little bit of a tear jerk from me. You know what I mean? So this one gets an 8.
Not just a tear.
Gets a tear, and I use it to jerk.
Wow.
It's
Damn.
Somebody makes their own lubricant.
the tequila.
I'm going 9. 9. This was Pixar knows how to pull at the heartstrings.
Eight.
Guess it's all up to me now, huh?
James and his cum gutters.
What's good, OG?
Ocho.
8. All right.
Wow.
OG
This was-
Cash, welcome to Popcorn and Pints for your first time here, sir.
That's what's fun.
Like Chris said, though, this is like Pixar and Disney. Like their animated stuff is always like golden. You know, it's like good.
It's like Pixar. I thought about, and I meant to look this up before we started. Like, I wonder what the worst rated Pixar movie is, because everyone I've seen, like, they know how to tell a story. And the fact that it's animated and it's still tugging at your heartstrings and shit. I teared up at the end of this movie.
I
did.
said that in the chat. Who cried?
My eyes were getting watery. This is the first time
watched
I've
that.
seen this.
My black heart. I know it's my brain registers. I know it's sad, but I don't get choked up or cry. But I watched. I was like, they're all going to
He's
cry.
broken.
Well, James. I mean, James is
He's
the most
broken.
dead inside
Listen,
person I've ever met.
I've been hurt many times in my life. It just died up. It's stone fucking black.
What does that say? IFW that movie? What does that mean?
I fucking.
I fuck with that movie.
Oh, okay, cool. Me
The
too,
fa-
man.
Like
too.
No, it's not, I'm not saying it's the best one. Like, but it's not. They know they're doing it. It's
No,
so
Oh
good.
yeah, I'm with you guys, and I haven't seen a bad Pixar or Disney film. They know, like,
I'm gonna Google
the
that
ve-
now.
at
What's the worst
at
rated
the very
Pixar movie?
least, I feel like the ones that I've seen, at the very least, at worst, they're good. They're not even bad. They're not okay.
Yeah, exactly. They're like,
And then the ones that
okay.
you really, really enjoy, they're like, holy shit, that's fucking awesome. They're fucking great.
Even the old school, man.
Oh,
Like fucking
Lion
Bambi
King is-
and all that shit.
the
Dumbo,
original,
Lion
the
King.
Lion King is my favorite fucking one. Love it.
Monsters,
Cars.
Inc.
Apparently, Cars 2 is the lowest
Really?
rated. Pixar
I can
movie.
see that. I can see that.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. No, it beat out Airplanes.
Cars 2 is the lowest rated
Listen,
one.
man. I'm an old man, bro. I'm an old man. I don't know all this new lingo y'all kids be using out here on the interwebs. Plus, on the skeleton, we don't have the internet.
He's right.
You never heard of Cars 2?
No, I've heard of Cars too,
Oh.
because I didn't know what FW meant. Someone in my chat told me to get my slang together, my acronym slang together.
Lightning McQueen.
I know FTJ, Field the Jet.
And what's that? The fucking Larry the Cable Guy has the tow truck.
Yes, sir, Mater.
Gator.
Toe Mater.
Gator doing.
Oh,
Get her
no.
down.
So the lowest grossing Pixar movie was something called The Good Dinosaur.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I can still want to see it. I haven't seen it.
I never seen that.
I don't even know what that
Sorry.
was. I don't
It's
remember
not
hearing
bad.
that.
It's not bad.
Cars 3 was the second lowest rated, so never mind.
Wow,
Alright.
and I love the Cars series. I'm not gonna lie. I would
Yeah.
say 2
Oh.
and 3 weren't as good.
2
as
and 3 were
1,
back to back. They're in their bottom 3.
That's
Mm.
interesting. OG
'cause the
Cash
first
42
one was
says
great.
The Lion King is the best movie, hands down.
Whoever said that's a genius. You're a fucking
OG
genius.
Cash
Listen.
42.
Listen,
Shout out
the
to you.
soundtrack I will agree with. The movie, the only reason is because I'm older than you fuckers. I'm almost 40.
That's
And
true.
I also had like a connection.
What, Lion King?
of
That's
me-
not a Pixar
no,
movie.
no, of me growing up of this movie because I felt like I could put myself as it's Dumbo. Like, you know, how the bullying it, being bullied, and
Interesting.
I connect when I was little, I connected with that. So that was my shit. Dumbo was like my shit.
I guess
Okay.
we're gonna have to make a Disney wheel, people.
We might have to make a Disney wheel for Popcorn and Planes.
Just
Could be
because. No, seriously, the reason why I say is because we did Frozen on here. That got at least an 8 from all of us on here. Like, Disney's gotten some good ratings. I feel like we need to do a Disney wheel. And if we do that, I mean, if you guys want me to make it easy, I could just have my wife do the whole damn wheel. She'll be happy to. Like, listen, we need a 20 movie wheel of Disney movies. Take care of it. Really?
Animated. Animated.
Yes, animated. I'll tell her.
All animated.
You put that live action shit, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm quitting the podcast.
Well, if you're watching,
today.
Francis, we need a wheel, or any of our significant others. We need a wheel. 20 movies.
Oh,
Disney
my wife will add something.
animated. All up to you.
They'll
ladies.
probably add one.
That's that's the only movies she actually watches with me. It's got to be Disney.
But,
Frozen's her favorite.
I still haven't seen any of the live action. I haven't seen Mowgli. I haven't
either.
seen
I don't
Lion
want
to.
King.
Me
I
either.
haven't seen.
I don't
can't.
want to see. That's the thing. I know people.
I don't want
to.
to.
After I say this, I don't want to see Lion King, the live action one, because I love, and I know you can go back to the original. That's fine. But there's just certain movies that you just, it's like, why touch it?
I mean, that's the big rage, easy money maker now. You take a popular animated movie, make a live action version. They're doing it strictly as a money grab.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You just get some big names to do the voice, and that's all they need.
And even a big name to do the songs. You got Elton John fucking singing.
Yeah, but he was in the
Yeah,
original too, though.
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, the animated, the original.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Oh, like they didn't know that was going to blow up the way it did.
Yeah, no.
They may may have all believed it's a good story and a good movie, which it is, but the way that movie has played out over time, like that's got to be their highest grossing.
It has to be.
Animated
Think so?
I think so, definitely.
Up there.
That,
up there.
and if anything, next would probably be Aladdin.
I don't know how
actually. I think that the live action Aladdin didn't do good.
Didn't do all that great.
But animated wise, I think that I don't know. Their top 3 definitely includes Lion King and Aladdin. I got to assume.
I think so. I think so.
Lion King,
what's the
Aladdin,
next
and
one?
maybe Beauty and the Beast.
Maybe.
Oh,
That's a good one. That's a good
Is it
one to put
Beauty
in
and the
there.
Beast? Is it Jungle Book or is it Little
No,
Mermaid?
not Jungle Book.
Ooh,
No.
Jungle Book. Little Mermaid. That's ooh.
Oh, I forgot about Little Mermaid. There's a live action movie coming out of that.
No
Yeah.
thanks. Is it a horror movie? If not, I don't want to watch it.
We'll stick with the animated.
What's the
I like animated.
one of my
Okay,
favorite
hold
of
on,
the
hold
newer
on.
ones? Is,
I'm going to look this up quick before we talk about Coco. Are we going to say highest rated or high? How do I want to Google search highest
Like the
grossing?
most popular, highest grossing, the
Highest grossing or most popular? Because that could be
Most
it's
different.
known?
tough to do the most grossing because as inflation's gone up and more moviegoers,
So do most
Highest
popular.
rated?
the same to me. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, highest rated, I guess. That
Most
was
critically
I looked up
acclaimed,
most.
I guess.
I look up the grossing, and like you were saying though, with the way they can put money into movies nowadays.
I mean, because you
I
can't
mean, you
compare movies from like the early 90s on
The
movie
Lion
sales
King is
tickets.
coming up as the top Disney movie.
of course.
Really?
Yeah.
So okay, so with the grossing thing, it goes Frozen 2.
Oh shit!
Frozen
I forgot. Yeah,
1.
Frozen because of the soundtracks and shit, man.
Yeah, and
Yeah, and
just
plus
because
also
it came out-
tickets
and
were
then
fucking
number-
$20 a
but-
piece
but-
compared
but-
to like $8
but-
back in the 90s.
The Lion King from '94 is third. That's saying a fucking.
So the list
That
I'm
is-
looking at, if we go just 20 best Disney movies of all time, Beauty and the Beast is at number 1
Wow.
on my list. Lion King is number 2. Little Mermaid at number 3.
Wow.
Holy-
Aladdin was at 7.
Ah,
we did mention those movies.
Oh,
though.
they're in top 10.
Yeah.
I knew Aladdin was
Yeah.
up there.
Yep.
But yeah, we want 20 Disney movies, all animated, to review.
Yeah.
We want a wheel for that.
Oh, Pixar Disney. So it could be like Monsters Inc.
Well, Disney owns Pixar.
Yeah, so there you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just like they own everything else. They almost
Yep.
own everything.
And no, that's not a loophole to throw in animated Marvel movies.
No Marvel, no Marvel
No
movies.
Marvel. No,
Like
no
legit animated
Legit
cartoony.
Pixar like Disney.
But let's
Yeah.
talk about Coco. I want to talk
Yeah,
about
let's talk
Coco.
about Coco.
Coco
Okay,
is-
I'll tell you one thing that I didn't like really. It's not bad, but it's my list of what I didn't like about the movie. I wasn't a big fan of the soundtrack.
Really?
I
Really?
did. The songs weren't as catchy as other movies I've seen. They're just like that Remember Me song. I wanted to punch someone in the face after the third time hearing it.
I mean, I
I
thought
get
they
it,
were
it's supposed to be
they
a
were
sad-
I thought they were great for the movie. They fit the movie. They fit the tone when they're
Oh,
singing these
definitely.
songs.
But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, it's
I
like
mean,
that song
this
I'm not
isn't a
singing along with.
soundtrack I'm going to listen to or something like
Exactly. Now I'll listen to like Frozen, everything. The song I can hear that. That didn't bother me. All the
See,
songs
and
from
I
Lion
hated
King
that.
don't bother me. Little Mermaid, sing don't bother me. But that Remember Me song in this, I
that.
was
You know
like,
what? You know what? With those songs though, they didn't hit the tone of the movie for me, as well as this fucking "Remember Me" song he's singing. When he's singing this to his grandmother at the end, I'm wiping a tear from my eye.
I told you, my heart's black. I didn't. I know it was sad.
This it also I love music. It's beer and music are like my two favorite things. That's why my podcast is about it.
Mhm.
So there was actually less music in this than I thought there was, but I love the story. It's such a great story.
Yeah.
No, it really is. It really is. It's like, wow. Like the music wasn't bad though. The music didn't bother me. The music was pretty good. Just chilling, watching it.
I thought it was written in a perfect way to fit and move the story along. Like I talk about how much I hate musicals is because they don't contribute. If I'm watching a musical, like we'll talk about West Side Story, I feel like 99% of the time it doesn't contribute to the fucking story. It doesn't move anything along. I don't give a shit. This song, the music was built into the story.
Oh, I agree with you.
So much, so well that it's telling the story better than.
I'm just saying, in my order, it's the weakest to me of this movie.
Okay.
If the soundtrack, like if I liked the songs a lot, I would have gave it a 9. You know, but the songs weren't bad; they're decent. Except that "Remember Me," it was fine the first time. It's okay the second time, but then the third time, I'm like, come on, it's the same. It's the same lyric.
But you at the same time though, James, you knew, like when you first heard the song, or at least when Oscar told him, was telling Miguel about the song and all that, and was like saying that this is for his daughter. Once you knew you were gonna hear that song at least 2 or 3 more times.
Oh yeah, definitely.
After that part, you were just like, it's.
They played that song early, and then they played it multiple times.
I mean, the reason it kind of works is because it kind of goes into the whole generational thing and also the whole scope of the different contexts of the situations occurring within the storytelling of
Thank you, my friend.
Events that happen with the grandfather and like the backstabbing, two-timing shit, and then the heartfelt shit. You know what I mean? So it kind of it works for all of those situations, and then it also spans from the grandfather's young age to him learning it from the grandmother to him meeting his grandfather and going on and now passing his grandmother along with the song. You know what I mean? So I mean, I liked it.
It was good. Yeah. But, like, it's also a great foreshadowing tool looking back at it. Like the point of the movie is that the people are going to their forever deaths because they're not being remembered anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy. I like how they did that. That's crazy.
Yep. It is.
I was like, oh, that's a cool thing. Like,
and like the fucking animation in this movie is just mind-boggling, awesome.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
absolutely beautiful.
When he first gets to the land of the dead, just like all the fucking colors, then the spirit animals.
Yeah.
Very
okay. Listen, that fucking dog was funny as fuck.
I love that dog.
That dog was awesome.
Dante, you have a great name for that dog too.
His tongue hanging out.
Love it.
Its tongue hanging out of his mouth.
He's a fucking doof dog.
He was one of the best characters in the movie, and when he turned into a spirit dog, I'm like, that's awesome.
Don't you notice that like almost every Disney movie? Same thing with Mushu. It's like they have like an animal.
Moana.
They have an animal that's like the comedy of the movie.
Yeah. But they play a huge role in the spirituality of it.
Yeah,
they do, man, and it works.
A spirit guide like this one. Yeah,
that dog was awesome. I wrote that down early. That just
that dog was awesome. I was laughing out loud with that motherfucker.
I was chuckling right at the beginning where he's telling his grandmother Coco or great grandmother just everything about his life. He's like, I used to run like this, now I run like this. And then they show her with like the wrestling mask on, just sitting there in the wheelchair.
Yeah, he's funny.
Like there's a lot. It is a lot of jokes in this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's great. It's well written.
Yep,
and touches on real life shit like the Alzheimer's.
It does. It's like these movies get so much more serious than you think they will.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, you can almost say in a sense they always have been. It's just when you're watching them as kids, you don't understand the story of you just see.
But they hide it with the jokes and everything. It's like it's subtle in the background. You gotta like actually pay attention, be an adult to catch it. You know, like wait a minute, that's like a serious topic right there.
But I think the one thing that everybody kind of like, if you watch these Disney movies that you see in them, obviously, and you kind of maybe question as a kid, is death. Because Disney just fucking throws it at like.
Oh, they love it. They love killing your parents.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'd be interested to see now that we're more aware of it because we're older as we watch these. How many times this theme is death has come up like this?
Like
I
almost
know
it's a
every
lot.
movie.
Yeah,
it is,
it's a lot.
but yeah, but was it how noticeable was it? It wasn't noticeable when we were kids, really. But
No, well, except for
I'm trying to think
Mufasa.
back.
Yeah, I was gonna
You know
say the
what?
most noticeable one that I can think of
Bambi's
as a kid
mom,
is
man, and it's always like
Mufasa.
where they want to try to make you cry.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they do that song.
But-
and,
But
Mhm.
remember, does anyone remember the press around Up when that came out?
Yeah,
I
Up.
fucking
And
love
how
that movie. It's like
just-
one of my favorites.
How sad that was at the
Yeah.
beginning. Like it was
Yeah.
done so well that it was in the news. Like it's not something that's generally picked up on, I think.
Yeah,
No.
that was crazy.
Until
I feel
the
like it's one of
quality
those
the movie.
things that's subliminal, and that's one of the reasons why parents like it, is because it kind of shows kids in an easier way than they have to deal with. And then when the kid has the question, they can kind of segue to, hey, remember in blah, 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 blah. Like, I feel like
Makes
that's why
sense.
parents really enjoy showing their kids Disney, because it teaches them and subliminally puts some of this life lesson shit in their head, where the parent doesn't have to deal with the burden of it and the fallout of it, because at least the kid's been exposed to it.
For
in some
example,
way.
just like this movie, say their little kid's grandmother, they're like, why doesn't grandma remember me? Remember the movie Coco? His
Yeah.
great grandma? You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you're right. And like you guys said, it's they do it in like such a fun, colorful, beautiful way to where it's not like it's not too much. It's not too much for a kid. And then for as an adult, you're just like, oh shit, like they really fucking threw that in this movie. Like, and if you're watching with your kids, you're like, I can't be crying for
Yeah,
that.
it's not dark and morbid. And one of the greatest things about this culture and their embracing of death or whatnot is that they make it so lively. I mean, look at the colors, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and all that shit. And this is what the Dia de la Muerto is, and Cinco de Mayo and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Celebrated.
it's celebrated. It's not
Celebrate
a
it.
morbid, dismal thing. It's more of a happy transitional thing. It's almost like a fucking graduation.
No, it is. It is. If you're looking at it, it's kind of like a great educational tool for kids when it comes to death.
Yeah,
Something
and I
like
mean,
even with it, and I didn't even think of how dark the movie kind of was until they got to the part where I forget what, you know, they say that the sinner murdered the kids.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
I'm
I was
like,
like,
you know,
God
this
damn,
is
it's a
kind of
kid
a
show,
fucking-
man.
like it was interesting, the twist there. I didn't actually see that part coming until he gets to the party and meets who he thinks his great grandfather is.
Yep.
I'm
El
like,
Dorte
this
or something.
seems
I
like
forgot
it's
his name.
going too well for there to not be a twist.
Yeah, same here.
I love the
But-
twist. I love the twist.
See, I
It was
mixed up.
good.
So when they showed the first character, the skinny guy who was trying to get through, but because Coco's forgetting him, but you don't know that yet. I was like, I bet that's his father. And my wife was sitting there, was like, yeah, maybe. Then we're getting to the part when he had the picture of the guitar and everything. I was like, oh shit, no, it's the famous guy.
Yeah.
So it made me switch. But then they're like, well, motherfucker, I was right the first time. Like,
Like,
I don't know.
It's just enough of a twist where like some people can see it coming, so it may not dawn on some people until
Yeah.
later. I thought it was well done.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can't believe they fucking killed that dude. He poisoned him.
Yeah.
not only that, but they just said murdered in the movie. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, a
shit.
lot of
Like,
murder, man. Shit.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw a note when I was looking up some trivia and stuff. This is only one of 3 movies to include any kind of depiction of alcohol. Disney Pixar movies,
Mm.
like where he
I
takes
didn't even
the
notice
shot,
that. I didn't pay attention to that. Yeah, wow.
where they pour shots and he
Yeah.
takes the shot after his friend. He gets the guitar from, goes to his
That's
forever
right.
death.
Wow.
Mm.
I don't remember. I don't know what the other 2 were.
Is there one with smoking?
I'm
Yeah.
sure that there maybe
Yeah.
early ones.
The old school shit.
I can tell you one right now. 101 Dalmatians. Cruella DeVille is always smoking a cigarette.
That's
Oh,
right.
I-
That's
Space cigarettes.
Yeah.
That's
Does
true.
she do that? I wonder if she does that in the
live
new one,
action.
the younger, where
action?
she plays the
Yeah.
younger version. I
Yeah.
would have to think so.
I haven't seen it because it's live action. Don't
Because it was
care.
like those with the long black. She used to wear the long black gloves and have that long, like fancy fucking cigarette shit, whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah, it was
piece
just
that
a
goes
huge
on a
holder.
cigarette. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a holder.
I will say that when the movie was first conceived, they did imagine it with an American child, and they're like, "No, that's not right."
That
Yeah,
would have
it's
fucked
not
it
right
up.
now.
You can't. That I hate when they do that. You can't Americanize everything. It fucks it up. It fucks up the story and everything. It's like, why the fuck? You know, why is it wouldn't make no sense. Like you'd get the story, but I'm like, this makes zero fucking sense.
Yeah, if you're gonna do the culture, do it fucking right.
Yeah, I know.
Do it
Really.
justice. Like, if you're gonna do the culture, let the culture be in the movie. Let the culture be a part of that film. If you're gonna do
Here,
a
and
culture story,
what came from that is another fun fact. So it's the first motion picture with a 9-figure budget to feature an all Latino cast.
that's fucking awesome.
Nice.
Cost somewhere between 175 to 200 million dollars to make this
That's
movie.
fucking awesome.
And
And that-
it took like 7 years, which looking at the animation and everything, it does
Makes
not
sense.
surprise me.
But with,
Yeah.
with that though, that shows you right there why when you're doing a cultural film, no matter what culture it is, you need to have that culture involved very heavily.
It does, man. And it makes the shit just so much more interesting as someone not from that culture that, you
Mhm.
know,
You're learning from it.
this, yeah.
Yeah, they put their impressions of what they think it is or what it's like, and then that's what gets run with in the mass of society because they saw the
Like,
movie.
what it really
It's like,
is.
wait, that's far from the truth. You run into a real Mexican and you're like, no. No, essay. No.
In fact, so the director, The Land of the Dead, is an homage to an actual city. I'm gonna murder the name of it, I'm sure. Guanajuato City, a colorful city located in central Mexico. So it's based on an actual city and stuff like that.
Nice. That's awesome. That makes you enjoy it a little more. That makes you enjoy it a little more when you hear stuff like that about it. But yeah, this was. I've seen bits and pieces of this movie. I've never seen it like sitting down all the way through, but I've definitely seen it with my wife, probably from like maybe the middle and definitely closer to the end, and like the rest from there once or twice. But this is my first time sitting down and actually watching the full film, and it was a good watch. I'm glad I watched.
My first time.
Oh, it was my first time too, and you know,
She
since
loves this movie.
I don't remember when I just kind of stopped watching Pixar movies. It's just probably something that happens as a male as you get older. You kind of get out of that.
I'll never.
But so I was surprised when I came across this one, but it has apparently spent more days at #1 in the box office than any other animated film in the 21st century.
Wow.
I didn't even know that.
No,
I didn't know this was one of their most popular ones. Yeah,
but you know, again,
oh shit!
Going back to the whole culture thing, like for example, Black Panther did very fucking well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and it's because of how they like. I'm not sure how much they actually involve people from the culture. Right? I mean, it's Wakanda's a make believe place, but you get what I mean with that. But it still brought the culture proudly out to see this film in droves, and that's probably what this movie did here, was just bring people out to come see this movie, and then when it comes out, buying it, because it's like you're including. So it's like, yes, we're gonna check this out now.
And if you want to talk a little more detail about animation, when Miguel's playing the guitar, they animate his hands to the actual chords he's playing.
Yeah,
that's fucking amazing.
So there was like no detail left unchecked when it came to the animation and stuff in this movie.
That's amazing. Like that, wow. That that's fucking crazy. That almost went to make me bump it up to a 9 just because of that. I think I might.
They do that with a lot of their movies. A lot of their movies gets all these like finer details and shit that you don't really get to appreciate until they like.
You know what it is, because they're like we zoom up on this, and there's guitar players out there, but like, that motherfucker's not playing the right note.
Like when he's playing the guitar, there's a heavy, like you see his hand movement and stuff like that.
Yeah,
there'd be criticism probably if you're not even trying to make it look like he's not playing like that. But I think that also goes to show the quality. One of the many reasons behind the quality of these movies. Like they're putting in the time and effort to get that shit right.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yep.
And it pays off, man.
Every time.
Every
time.
You're a shoemaker. Pass on. You got to be a shoemaker no matter what.
Wait, I didn't hear what you said, James.
How the family is. The shoemaking thing got passed down. You have no other choice. You got to make shoes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's how it was for a long time. That's how, I mean, think about it. That's how most people got their last names. Like if you were a barber, you were a barber. If you were a blacksmith, your name was Smith or something. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, especially if you're coming from like a poor area or something, if your family finds any kind of train to success, that becomes the family.
Wow.
Wheel of Fate.
Wheel of Hate.
Oh, Wheel of Hate.
I don't even know. There can't even be that much
for a while
here.
Oh boy.
We're gonna have to refill this one.
Hey, you know what? I bet it's all fucking musicals now.
It's all musicals.
Can't be worse than Cats.
Oh no.
This has been a long fucking time.
Again, I'm missing the show on the 21st. So
Yeah.
that's
Is this
2
the
weeks.
21st? Yeah, me too.
No.
Nope.
I'm missing next week.
Hey,
Right?
oh,
Just got-
Bob the Butler's on there. We watched that.
Yeah, we watched that.
That's got to
I'll
come
take it
off.
I'll take it off.
It's going to land on the best movies ever when we spin this wheel next week because I'll
It's
be
about to
missing
land
the
on
phone.
Bob the Butler, but I'll just respin it. We can ignore it.
Yeah,
Actually, I'll
it's
take it off
alright.
now.
Yeah, take that off.
Yeah, take it
We
off.
watch that.
That's right, because we had to replace it because we couldn't find the other one.
That's right. That's right.
Kung Pao is on there. That's the other movie we watched. Take
Yeah,
that
we
off.
did watch
We
that.
watched
Yeah, we
Kung Pao?
watched. Yeah.
man.
Oh, I fucking hated that shit.
That
was
wasn't
on
even
the
that
wheel.
long ago.
That was
No,
on.
that was like a few weeks
you know,
ago.
maybe
I
we
thought
watched.
this wheel was almost empty.
Yeah, 6
No,
weeks
we watched
ago,
that
something
more
like
than
that,
a few
6
weeks ago.
That was when we first.
Oh man, we
yeah,
gotta
just
we
after-
gotta add more movies to this, or replace it with a different wheel.
Yep.
I think we
The
would replace
Disney
it with
wheel.
a different wheel. We have
The
enough
Disney
ideas.
wheel.
Different wheel, yeah.
Or what's the other idea? I don't know. We'll have to talk about it. I forget.
Well, we
I
said
mean, the Disney
one.
wheel might take it over now.
True. But I think we had like a couple ideas up before that, and I don't remember.
We've
what they
had a
were.
few ideas. We
Yeah,
still
we
haven't done the
tried to
video
do
game one.
the
either.
video.
Oh
game
yeah, the
one,
video
but-
game one. Wasn't there like a
Fucking Sound of Music.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
That's
Yes!
a musical, though.
It was one of my goals to never see this movie.
Really?
I seen it
Chris-
once, and that's enough.
I've seen it a few times. I used to like it as a kid. I'm the one who put it on the wheel. So knowing
You
that,
son of a bitch.
knowing that you were trying to go your whole life and avoid this, that's awesome for me. And what
That
makes it even
stupid
better is
song, man.
because you're supposed to be here next week, and you're not going to be here the weekend after. So it came
No,
out-
that's why it's going to land on 2 awesome movies next week.
So the Sound of Music.
Motherfucker, man.
You're welcome, guys.
Simon
I'm gonna end up saying something fucked up on
Who's
that.
in
John.
Simon
I know
Says that it's a joke? I can't think of the actor.
I can't remember.
Was it like
What?
an MTV VJ or something?
Is it what's his
Dennis
face?
Rodman, I think.
Oh, it's Dennis Rodman. But that's not where it's going anyway.
What the hell? Is this?
Outcast,
Nick
Nick Cage,
Cage,
baby.
Nick Cage.
Yes, we're getting some rage next Saturday from everybody.
Cage Rage.
Oh,
Aaron
no.
earned that.
No, the fuck I didn't.
You did.
No, man. I was just talking
Yo,
about
I'm
that
not
shit.
as mad as this one as the other one though.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is one of the better ones, at least.
Hayden Christian. Is that Hayden?
I-
Oh God, it's
I
fucking
never
early
seen this.
Darth Vader.
I never heard of this movie.
This is
You
Timepiece.
guys are in for it, baby.
Oh my god.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But I think
There's
instead of
like- yo,
refilling
there's
the
two-
So we got guy here that hates musicals. This
Hate
guy
'em.
that never wanted to watch this musical, and this guy that hates the fucking white guy in that movie.
that's why it's the hate wheel.
That's why it's a hate wheel. The musicals are for me.
It's
mainly.
gonna be like the Pocky Chip Challenge for me all over again. I'm gonna
See,
have a good time with this
is
one.
why this is why I kind of want to refill the hate wheel. It's because we need to get some. We need Puerto Rican Chris to have some movies on there that he
Yeah,
really
but
despises.
it's hard to find movies for the hate wheel though.
It is
It is. We that was kind of almost a one in.
going by
Yeah, that's-
actors. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, because
I
Figure
did,
out
but I
what
like
you-
the idea of once a wheel is empty, we replace it with a different category. I think that's a good way to work stuff in.
so you could you
That's
just
a
throw
good idea.
shit around.
That's a good idea. But there's 2 left on the hate wheel. I don't.
Oh
know.
yeah, when it's done, we're
Should we
saying.
wait for that one to be done before we add wheels?
Oh yeah, we're not getting rid of it.
No,
until
not
it's
getting
empty.
rid of it. But before we add another wheel, should we wait for that to be completely done?
Yeah, but we should have the other one set up so we can replace it.
Okay, we could do that.
Yeah. We got to have wheels ready at the
Yeah,
hand.
gotta get them ready, man, in the vault. Gotta throw those shit on there.
Oh, that's so it's caught me winking. Did
You
see
know,
that?
you know what I can do.
I noticed that.
Once we get the wheels made up, I can put them on. I won't put them on the Wheel of Destiny, like as their name, so it'll never get picked. But I can put them on that other list so that they're at least there. So that way, when the wheel's done, I can just put it on the Wheel of Destiny the following week and switch it out.
Yeah. So,
But
I
any
love
fuck man,
I
the
loved
Sound of
it.
Music and Outcast. Fuck man,
I'm looking forward to the Nick Cage movie. I'm actually looking forward to that one.
that's what
I'm
I'm
not looking forward to it, but I'm going to have to watch it.
I
second,
still
just,
got to watch the new one. I got to see Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
I'm
We're
going to see
watching
when we
that.
review it.
So did we decide if we're gonna watch it for here, or is it gonna be a fucking midnight matinee thing? What did you guys want to do?
I think it's because we're all watching it. I thought it was for here. Was it?
Okay, fine.
Well, I
You'll
don't.
get it. Could be a crossover. You can record it for yours too, basically.
I
don't know.
hear it anywhere. Don't matter.
Yeah, that's true. But well, we gotta wait till we all can have access to it because I'm not gonna pay money to watch that shit.
Me either. Me fucking either.
So it better.
I was
drop on
gonna go to the
streaming service.
theater and bring a picture of Aaron with me and just hold it there while I watch.
Take a selfie and put it on fucking
Force-
Instagram. Like,
force you
look,
to go
I'm
to
loving
the
this
theater.
movie.
That would be fucking hilarious.
Just so he's there in spirit.
hack his
God.
his horror with Sir Sturdy
That'd be
account. Be
fucking
like, me and Nick Cage made up.
Fucking lies. It'd be funny, but that's fucking
Is he
lies.
making a new movie too? Like
Probably.
is it not a superhero movie? Hold on, I forgot what it was. Oh my god, I forgot. I think
He's
he's making another movie.
He's trying to ruin my life.
That's what he set out to do.
Ghost Rider 4. No.
No, fuck that. They fired. He's not Ghost Rider.
So
ever
now-
again.
That's another. So that's. 'cause we
Oh,
did
they
this-
might think of him playing a villain in a Marvel movie.
Please don't.
I don't know
don't-
what movie though.
Marvel don't. That's how you're gonna fuck up and turn into DC is doing some dumb shit like
It
that.
might be a Spider-Man or something. I forgot what they
Don't
said.
do
Who knows?
Don't fucking do it.
But Marvel pretty much has my trust for anything.
Pretty
They do.
much, yeah.
I have to include Nicolas Cage. That's where I lose.
Well, they did it with the treasure thing. That one movie. One.
And it
I,
sucked.
by the way, I finally saw the Batman and I watched it twice.
Nice.
Let's
That's
go.
all.
I say that.
It
I've
is
seen the
good.
Batman.
I'm
Oh,
ready
we gotta
for
review
my
that.
review.
We got to review that.
Yeah, that Sex in the City and that fucking Nicolas Cage movie.
So
Set up some
if we're talking wheels, maybe a special occasion wheel, a single movie special occasion wheel.
Ooh,
Well,
like
but
that.
the thing is, it could take like 4 months to land on. I thought
Yeah,
we wanted
that's
to try to get it while they're fresh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Sex in the City is not fresh.
Well, I'm talking about the idea after that, though.
No,
we
that's
said
true.
we're
If we're
supposed to do
going to
that 6 months
talk,
ago.
yeah.
We're talking
It's
about the
typically
new
four,
idea.
four
with the new
Saturdays in a
movies.
month, right? So do you want to do one of them as a new release Saturday?
Oh, that could be a good idea. too.
That could work too.
As long as we have access to the quick movies, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
If we can all if we have a chance to all watch it.
yeah. That
It's
sounds
gonna
like
be
yeah.
like that
We can
one-
throw that in there and see how it works out.
That one big movie or whatever,
Yeah.
something like that. But
Any more on
Back to-
Coco, or should we switch?
I was just gonna say,
I'm
anybody
sticking
else
with my
want
9.
to-
Close-
Yeah,
I'll stick
it's,
with an 8.
It is
I bumped it up to an 8.5 just because of the extra stuff you were saying about it, which I think is just fucking dope.
It's just it was a brilliant animated, glorious looking movie. Just I was blown away by the animation. Just everything in it. It's a great story.
Eight's a good number for me with Disney. I don't want to hear no.
Oh,
Yeah,
fucking,
let me-
the music
let me bump
blends
that up
into the
to-
story so good,
Yeah, I'm bumping that up
opposed-
to a 9.
as opposed to just taking over like a musical.
It sucks too because
true.
I mean, if we ever put Encanto on here, it's gonna be tough.
Oh, I just watched that recently. My wife watched it. I watched it.
I never seen it.
Wait, no, I
That'll
haven't.
probably make it onto Disney, Will.
Never
That'll
mind. I
probably
haven't
make it.
watched it. Nobody talks about
Mhm.
Bruno. No, I didn't
Yeah.
watch that one yet.
I haven't seen that.
Is that what that's from?
Yes.
I was wondering who the fuck I kept hearing it recently. I'm like, what the hell are you
Yeah,
talking
it's,
about?
We
it's
don't
one of those
talk
popular
about
songs. Everybody's
Bruno.
it's fucking.
I don't know.
crazy.
Like I hit that point in my Pixar life growing up, where like nothing's ever going to be as good as these early movies I grew up on. So I stopped paying attention.
Oh,
And then now these,
Oh,
of course,
no.
now with every movie that comes out, they break some kind of fucking record, and I look at
Yeah,
it and I'm
yeah.
like, what the hell is this?
you gotta think the technology, man, and the fucking ideas are like shooting out like crazy, and it's just ridiculous how they come out. You're like, holy fuck.
And parents are more busier than ever, so they got to plop their kids in front of something even more than they ever could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking like Frozen drove me crazy because of how long everybody talked about that movie and was singing those fucking songs. But at the same time, when I finally sat down, I was like, all right, this ain't bad. Still not my favorite. Still not even in my top 10. It
I haven't
still
watched
annoys
it.
me
No,
to a
story
certain
wise, but
extent.
that song is gonna be on the charts for.
Oh, that song, yeah, forget about it. Fucking Let It Go is gonna be
Yeah.
Well, Lin Manuel wrote
yeah,
the Bruno
Yeah.
song or whatever. it is,
yeah. And
which
he's
I've
the
never
one that
heard.
did Hamilton, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So I guess we can hop on over to
West Side Story.
West Side Story.
1961
Westside
story.
kind of goes with the Mexican theme too. West
Right,
Regio.
I'm too white to do this.
Come on, guys. We got.
Is it me? Hey! For all my Latino friends out there, I'm gonna give Westside Story a lovely 7 essay. You know what I'm saying? Just get your knife out if you disagree, and we do this in the street, Holmes.
You know, he's Latino and it still sounds racist.
It does. It really does.
Oh shit.
Snapping.
Okay, mine's confusing, but I'll explain it after. I'm going to say a 6.
He's
I'm
still
rating it
snapping
different.
over here.
Right, so we're all on screen. That's when we can synchronize. R. Kelly, we're not asking for your opinion. 6.
6?
Yeah, man, hang on.
A 4. Because I hate musicals, but it wasn't awful.
Well, that's why I rated it differently. I'll explain it. It's weird. I had to because. Okay, I'll say it now. Just get over it before I forget.
Let's go.
So I hate musicals. If I rated it because I hate musicals so much, and especially the dance fighting and everything, I was so mad. But I would have gave this shit like a fucking 3, a 2 or a 3. But I took the music part out in the dancing, and I rated the story.
Yeah.
Oh, so
The story was
He's
not bad. You know what I'm saying?
Chris said, "Oh,
so that's why I gave it a 6. I was going to give it a 5, but then I was like, "There's so many movies based off this. The main story they just
this movie's based off Romeo and Juliet, so
yeah, too. Well, yeah, so yeah, there you go. That's true. So it's like it just keeps going like a domino effect. People just make up a new movie. They just use this fucking cookie crumbs, you know."
I like how you use domino effect because Latinos do love dominoes. But I'm not talking about the pizza either.
But that's why I gave it a 6. If I was truthfully, because I hate musicals, the shit be like a 2. I hated it.
Really, 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 really quick. Besides me dressed like this and drinking Dos Equis, which is a Mexican beer, and Cinco de Mayo just passing this week, and then we got these movies this week. It's just funny how life works on this podcast at times.
Oh, I got a serious question too about this movie, and go ahead, Aaron. I'll ask it afterwards because I'm not 100% sure on it.
No, that's all I had to say. I just had to point that out.
Here's the question. Just get out of the way. Were they doing Puerto Rican face?
Yeah.
Like brown face?
Were they white people?
Yeah, some of them were.
But browns are on, like brown tan?
Were some of them?
I could not. I was like, to my wife, I was like, yo, are they doing brown face? I was like, what the fuck are they doing? I was like, is that like bronze tan? Are they white dudes?
Yeah. And you know what? I'll tell you what. I don't know. I can't think of too many Hispanics that I've come across in my life or Puerto Ricans from down in New York City that complained about that. They love this fucking movie and this story.
Mm-hmm. My wife loves this movie. As a matter of fact,
it tells the truth of the barrio, man. It tells the two sides of the road. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep, the train tracks. Yeah. The thing is too, people got to understand too. Back then, that's how it was. Like we said, in history, it's like you can't change it. That's how it was back then. You got basically. It is what it is at the time.
You know. And I was thinking about this earlier while I was taking a shit, and I was like, I know this is going to come up in conversation.
Thanks for painting that visual.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem. A skeleton face has got to take poops too.
He let out another brown.
Talking about brown face.
Wow.
Yeah, but thinking about this, I was like, you know what? Like, this comes up in conversation, but at the same time, it's called acting.
Yes.
Just get over the shit. You know what I mean? Like, who fucking cares? It's called acting. I hate when everything gets turned into the racing, and it's fucking tiring at times. These people were paid to act as a certain people from a certain neighborhood. It's called acting. Let it be.
If you act like they tell you want to act like a dog, you're going to play a human dog in this movie. You got to do it.
See,
some dudes are gay for pay, and some dudes ain't. It's called acting.
All right, I'm going to skip that part right there. But race thing,
that's going to come back around for a second.
Yep.
Wait till you're done. That's going to come right back.
I was trying to steer it away from the race.
No, it's not happening. It's in my head. It's coming back.
Just real quick with the racing though, because there is times where people were doing black or brown face because black or brown people weren't allowed to be in those films, so it's more than just acting. But I do agree with you. Like later down in life, where you can be in these films and these roles, and it's like, and it's not in a distasteful way, and you know how it's in a distasteful way where it's like overly like.
Yeah,
I feel like the way they did it in West Side Story. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not even trying to be funny this time, Chris. But correct me if I'm wrong. Like it wasn't like being like a stereotypical. Well, they were Puerto Rican, so Puerto Rican like that, but in like a negative way. They were just, you know what I mean, showing the culture how it was in those days.
And I've never even noticed it until I was way older in life, and like, wait, huh? And then it was just like, all right, well, they just couldn't find any Puerto Rican actors. That's all I put it up to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never heard the term PR.
What's
Puerto
that?
Rican.
No, I know, but I never heard someone say.
I had never heard Puerto Ricans just referred to as PR.
Yeah.
I mean, we were referred to quite a bit worse at times.
Yeah.
I know cleaning products.
What?
I'm not saying it.
My half brother is Puerto Rican. He has a Puerto Rican mom.
Nice.
So
there you go.
My stepmom is Puerto Rican. My brother Jeremy is half Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
you know, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Well, somebody
like
got
the movie.
it.
I'm not trying to defend myself. I'm white. I got Puerto
Dirty.
Rican friends.
He knows the stuff.
That's why I joined this podcast. I got covered. I got two.
He's non-Caucasian adjacent, as we like to call it.
I've known Chris and James for years. I know how they really roll and stuff like that. But it's just funny when you see your white friends just trying to like explain themselves, and not even in a sense of like where. One, you don't have to, especially for me, because you already know.
No, not for you. I'll talk about who's watching.
It's like so. Imagine if James and I were out talking to other groups of people, and we made a joke about black people, or we're like, it's okay. We're friends with Aaron, who's black.
No, I do a podcast with a black friend, man.
There's a black guy on my podcast that I do.
The joke with a Puerto Rican and a black guy walking in the bar. You're like, nah, I know Chris. Chris.
Chris, if we ever see James and Chris frantically FaceTiming us, we'll know why.
Like, hey, prove it, Aaron.
Yeah,
Look,
I FaceTime Aaron. I'm like, tell them this is okay.
I ran it by him. Tell him. So I told you this joke last night. Make sure.
You know what that reminds me? What that makes me think of really quick is Scrubs episode where JD and Turk did blackface and whiteface, and Turk thought he seen some girl they knew, walked away as JD's knocking on the door to all Turk's homeboys.
There's a cut there. They cut out the scene of JD doing blackface.
Are you serious?
At least on the Hulu.
That's fucking bullshit. That was that was hilarious.
But they let Turk. There's a flashback or two of Turk doing whiteface, where he's basically pretending to be, a white insurance salesman. There was one flashback where JD was doing blackface, pretending to be Turk. That was cut out.
Oh, they fucked up.
Man.
That was fucking like I was in tears when I seen that.
It makes me want to watch Scrubs again.
And the way to see stuff like that, what I say when people do, whatever race face they want to do, when they do it like that, where it's funny and tasteful. Awesome, hilarious.
It works in that environment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like if you've watched that show, if you were a fan of that show and knew the bond between those two characters, sure, you could probably. I think that's fine to get away with.
And in real life,
they're best friends in real life too. But that's not something you would have known back.
Perfect example.
When that show was on.
Yeah, like Aaron said, we go. People don't know what we say before we go live.
Oh my God, no! There's a reason. There's a reason we come up. We hop on the chat like a half hour before so we can get
we gotta get it out.
Not only that, there's a reason why there's why we're in a group chat together to get it out there as well.
Yeah, true. We got a whole week to get it all out.
24/7 to get it out before we come here, or whatever you want to say.
It's where I test run stuff by Aaron. I'm like, is it okay?
Is this okay? Did I use this in the office?
Yeah,
I say this.
Most of the stuff that we discuss and say and joke around about, we can't discuss it.
Aaron, there's rules with Aaron. He's like, I'll give you permission to do it, but you can't do it. You only get doing it if there's one. There has to be at least one black guy listen to the joke too. You can't just do it. Your white friend's hiding in the corner.
Because
then it's just a band meeting.
Yeah, you're like, that's just a meeting right there. You can't do that.
The only thing missing is the sheet.
Yeah.
And whatever you guys say, do not ever repeat what I say, because I say some crazy shit. I want to see you guys survive.
Oh, all right, before I forget,
let's go. Just flipping through sombreros and mustaches, and it's
go back to
some shit out tonight.
Because I told you it's going to come back around in a circle.
Mm-hmm. So
The
West
part,
Side.
Yo, I got
What's
chili
that
peppers
story?
for a mustache.
the part that
Uh,
pissed me off. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
The dance fighting. I didn't know if they were fighting or going to
so
fuck.
stupid. The dance fighting was stupid. That was
You see how they jumped on the guy like he was going to ground and pound him, but he did like a thrust? Like
Yeah.
it was like, I'm like, what the fuck?
okay. Hold on. The second I started this movie, I think I got more into the movie as it went along because the story's not bad.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
But like as soon as I started it, it's playing this music and it's just on this screen that's like I don't know if it's like an outline of the west side of New York City or something like that. Like, like it literally goes on for 5 minutes. I'm thinking, is my fucking TV stuck? What is going on? I'm like, I hit fast forward. I'm like, why is it still on?
The intro was 5. I meant to tell you, the intro was like 5 minutes. I just fucking
It's like 5 minutes long.
I did too.
And all it is just a colored screen changing colors with some outlines.
I said,
I thought my TV screen was frozen.
Yo, I tried. This is 2.5 hours. I was like, this is the beginning. I was like, I'm going to fast forward till I see people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I did because that shit was, like you said, over 5 minutes.
It was
I was
about
like,
5
yo, I
minutes.
just saved 5 minutes.
And listen,
I had too much fun with this shit.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I thought those first few dancing numbers were guaranteed to end with a penis and a butt. Like,
They said
Wow.
I said the same thing.
Wow.
What the
like
fuck?
just not that. Listen, not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, nothing
But
wrong with
the
it.
way
That's
they were
what they're-
playing it,
Yeah.
the way they were playing it, especially with the two guys in the alley there,
Yep.
and he starts tickling them. I'm like, it kind of seems like this can only go one way.
Maybe that's why they're fighting, man. They're in the closet. They're hiding it. They're frustrated.
Wow.
They like each other.
It's actually frustrated
Yeah.
with each other. At that.
Dude, no, that is so weird. I don't know. It's like a ballet play. You know how
There
they
you go.
dance, but it was so. Yeah, they shouldn't have made it like sexual. If you're gonna dance fight, make it like look like real fighting.
It looked
So
a
like
little.
the what was it? Michael Jackson Bad video? How they were dance fighting?
Yeah.
It looks like someone was gonna experience a just the tip moment.
Wow. And not the
Yep.
knife either.
No,
Yeah.
and not a knife.
Aaron, you know what I was going to say. You can
Some
say it.
difference.
Wallow. What?
He's talking about, so there's this podcast I watched called Bill Dow's Worth the Game. And there's 2 cousins on there, and there's a segment they do. It's called Stories from Marcel. And Wallow, he always talks about stories when he was locked up. And he was like, there was one time it was like somebody stole something from some dude's cell, right? And the dude came out and he with a knife. He was like, if someone doesn't return what I stole from my cell, there's gonna be blood on my knife and shit on my dick.
Oh,
What made it funny, like, I'll show it to you, Chris, after we're done recording this. I'll show it to you. You're gonna be in tears. But what made it funnier though is like he was talking on the phone to somebody. He's like, "Yo, I got to go to lockup." He was like, "It ain't safe."
He's safe. I gotta go.
He was like, "Oh, lockup." I was like, "So you were bitching." He was like, "No, man, it wasn't safe or some shit." I'll show after we're recording, but it's fucking hilarious.
but so and as I'm watching this, like the dub on some of the actors when they're saying it is much better than some of the others. Like the main Jets guy, you could like as soon as he breaks out into song, you could tell this isn't him. Fucking the voice didn't even match up.
Are you talking about the main one that's not in the gang no more?
No. Like the leader.
Oh, the Cliff Riff,
whatever his. I forgot. I don't even remember what his name was.
It's,
but
it's something like honky-ish.
Yeah, yeah. It was no. It was honky-ish. Like when they go into sin, and you could tell his voice wasn't even matching the sin and voice that was playing.
Yeah, no.
I mean, Natalie Wood, she tried to sing. She couldn't hit a lot of the high notes, so she was overdubbed.
You know, I didn't even know that was her. I forgot.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't recall. I don't know.
Rick.
Oh.
Drama.
Okay.
For some reason, he
Rick and
came up.
Morty.
Sorry.
For some reason, he came up when I typed in Puerto Rico. Rick Sanchez, right?
He's Puerto Rican.
Hey, I'm Pickle Rick, bitches.
Wow.
I want to rewatch. I gotta catch up on Rick.
I
and
love
Morty.
it, man.
I've never watched it.
Oh, you're
Oh,
crazy.
dude,
Dude,
you love it.
okay, I'm gonna explain it. When it
Hilarious.
first came out, I watched 2 episodes. I was like, nah. I was like, what the fuck is this? I went back to it, then you get hooked. The shit
It's
great.
fucked up, man. It's great.
It's fucked up and hilarious.
So you guys pretty much know my sense. So would it be more of like a high watch for me?
Oh,
everything's
absolutely.
Marvel. I watch it. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. This is like you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Is it
It's that type of show.
Is it as funny as weird, as stupid, as random, and as great as Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
It's better.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
It's better. It's more fucked up and funnier. I think I like it more than
it's a lot of weird shit that's random weird
I'll
shit.
check it out. I'm gonna check it. I'm definitely gonna check it out. I'll
try
try
to
to check it out.
that's one of your
Futurama
night watches when you're laying in
smashed
bed.
with, like,
It's on Hulu.
Back to the
It's on
Future
Hulu.
smashed with like fucking.
I think it's on like Hulu and HBO.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
this week, like I'm starting because I'm gonna be on the Scene Snobs podcast Friday.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch all
7 o'clock. I'm gonna be going through the whole Friday the 13th franchise because I guess we're gonna be discussing it.
I'm shocked you're doing it. You memorized everything.
That's fucking
wow.
That's fucking wild. That looks like something from Sausage
That
Party.
that don't look like Pickle Rick no more. That looks like
he's
Pickle
ready
You
to
know
Rick.
what?
off
You know what,
penis.
Chris? We should do that wheel. We should
Pickle?
do that specialty one movie
Whoa.
wheel because we could still. But those
That's
same
weird.
movies that we were talking about
That
reviewing,
looks like you're touching yourself.
we could just throw those movies on that wheel.
Yo, he's
When his hand goes off the screen, it looks like it's doing a very vigorous motion.
yeah.
Come on, Morty, let's go on an adventure.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna watch Rick and Morty after this.
Me too. Great. Oh shit.
I don't think we barely talked about West Side Story.
But yeah, so like I said, the
let's
fighting, the music.
The music was hit or miss. Some of it was okay, some of it was bad for me. The story was like what? Actually, I was really impressed with the dancing. More stuff like the women dancing.
Mm-hmm.
It's always more flashier because I think they're wearing like the dresses, so they
And it flares out and everything.
Yeah,
when they spin, it blows up. Yeah,
and it's awesome.
Yeah, but it's all the same.
Dance
like
fighting,
ballet is ballet. It's like all the same.
But the dance fighting is stupid.
I hated it. Yo, I hated the streets where they ran like fucking mild and they come back.
Yeah.
Then they run again. I'm like, what the
There's
fuck
nothing
are they doing?
Like, there's nothing like a good dance fight. Yeah, no one's ever said that or experienced that.
Dance off.
I didn't realize this was like I knew more songs from this than I thought I did. I didn't realize this is where
I knew the
Pretty
main
song
one.
from.
I heard the main one, and that was stuck in my head. I knew that one 100%.
I did not know this is where that I Feel Pretty song was from.
Oh, I didn't either. Until I heard it, I was like, holy shit, that's right. It came from
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that either.
Speaking of feeling pretty.
You feel pretty right now, Chris?
Very.
I feel pretty. I feel so pretty.
Oh, so pretty.
Dude, and am I the only one that thinks it's fucked up
big
that
old
she
nasty
immediately? That's Rico Nasty. Nice. I can't be the only one that thinks it's fucked up that Natalie Wood or Maria immediately banged her brother's murderer.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. Guess
Like
blood's not
it wasn't even a thing. Like it didn't even happen or matter.
Blood is not thicker than milk, man.
Wow.
Wow. He went there. He went there. Man, milk.
No, that is crazy though.
There was no question. Immediately, as soon as he comes through that window, she was like, I'm still gonna be with you. And then just banged him.
Mm-hmm.
And after meeting a day ago or something. Like we're in love.
Yeah, it was.
We met
You
at the
killed my
dance
brother,
last
and I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
Here's the puss.
He started it.
It's not puppet, so I had to put another word there.
You're right.
And of course, there's nothing like a big dance number to take the edge off after murder, as they do in the garage.
Hey, man, you got to dance sometimes. You got to dance it off.
Got to dance it out, man. Dance out the sadness.
But like you guys said, though, overall music, it wasn't bad. It was okay for me. Like it wasn't bad at all. But the story was good. The story again was good. If this was less music and more about the story, I think I would have.
I think these songs are going to be better than the next one. I hate that.
I am not excited about the sound of music.
I hate that kids when they're lined up on the stairs. I think it was funny that Family Guy made fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I hate that fucking song where all the kids got to go to bed.
The only thing I'm going to get out of Sound of Music is that I am going to understand jokes about Sound of Music in every other project I ever see from now on.
That is true.
You're welcome. It came out in 1965. It's a musical.
We're going to find all the jokes out of it.
Yeah.
And it's on Disney Plus. But it's a musical romance. Came out in 1965. It's 2 hours and 54 minutes.
I certainly refuse to pay to watch it.
Dude, I hate musicals so much.
Oh my god!
where
He
I
missed
watched
a
that
beautiful
movie and I was rooting for the other side, if you know what I mean.
The people that hate music.
movie
I was like,
weird.
just fucking blow that house up, kill them all.
Wow.
Fucking hate them.
So, but like as far as West Side Story goes, what I could find trivia wise, so the actors in the games, I guess they were told to play pranks on each other to kind of help keep that divisiveness
Oh, okay.
alive,
I can
like the
see
Puerto
that.
Ricans versus the whites.
Okay.
Well,
Kinda
what's
weird.
crazy, like, so the film received, of course, high praise from critics and viewers and shit like that. It's the highest grossing film of 1961, nominated for 11 Academy Awards, won 10 of those,
Wow.
including Best Picture, and is the record holder for wins for a musical, and of course regarded as one of the greatest of all time.
Makes sense.
I can see
Like
that.
like
I
I said,
guess.
I can yeah, exactly. I can see where they're coming from.
Yeah, I'm not
But
surprised by it at all.
I hate musicals.
It's
So
it was the first film to win Best Director for a duo.
Wow.
Nice.
Mm.
I'm not going to say the awards weren't deserved either, because they were deserved.
No, if you're
It's just
into it,
that
it's fine.
musicals aren't my type of film. It's not my type of
No,
thing. If it's an
no.
animated film, like how Coco was, that's a little different. But like
Yeah,
a
that is
musical,
different. That is different.
Natalie Wood couldn't snap her fingers, so they had to dub that sound.
that's
weird.
Could you imagine, like,
That's her weakness. Like,
Dude,
you're a good
but if
actor.
you
You could be
like,
this part. Can you
so
snap? No, you're
it
out.
is. But you know what's funny? Like, I read that piece of trivia before I watched the movie. So when they make that sound in the scene she's in, she's not even trying to snap her hands.
Wow. She's just
I
sitting
was
there like,
looking
fuck
for
you
it.
guys. She's giving fingers. Like, fuck you guys. I get snap with like 3 different fingers. Like,
Longest
all right,
running film in French history, running for 249 weeks. Audrey Hepburn was offered the role of Maria, but turned it down
Ooh.
because she was pregnant.
Ooh. You think it would have been because she was so popular? You think it would have skyrocketed even more?
I don't know. I don't think it worked out clearly. I mean, it may
Because at
have.
the time, that name,
Audrey
she
Hepburn.
was, yeah,
If
she
you put
was
her there. Well, I mean, Natalie Wood's not Puerto Rican.
no.
Yeah, she's not. So that's what I'm saying. But her name was like, they're like, oh, she's gonna play. We're gonna spray tan her face,
Uh,
and she's Maria.
the original choice to play Tony, the guy who falls in love with Maria, Elvis
Yeah.
Presley.
Ooh.
That would have been major.
That's his type of movie. That's what he does.
that would have been crazy.
He would have threw a little hip thrust here, a little hip thrust there.
Presley's manager refused because Elvis would only sing in 6 of 12 songs, and he would not have rights to the soundtrack. So he refused. The manager refused on Elvis's behalf.
He was like, "Listen, you're not paying him. Nah, if that's not his soundtrack,
Dumb
that's not
decision.
his CD.
Dumb decision.
Yeah. Dumb.
Not that he needed the money.
But yeah,
but
I think that's more of a fact of, hey, they know how big he is and like how many records that would sell because of his musicianship.
I don't care. That goes, maybe. I don't care though. That goes into an ego that I think doesn't need to be fed.
Yeah.
If you're developing that ego, you're kind of an asshole.
I mean, are you wrong for trying to get what you're worth, though?
If you've not necessarily, but I don't know.
Well, it depends. Like if you read the script, you think in your head, you're like, "Wow, this is big. This is playing off this. This might be something big." You risk that chance. You don't sit there and like be an asshole and be like, "Nah, I'm worth billions."
If I can't own half of it, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, I got to own this. I had nothing to do with this. I want to own it. It's not even my songs. I'm singing your songs because it's my voice. I want.
I'd have to. It's hard, but
too.
it doesn't sound without hearing both sides of the coin.
Yeah,
I guess.
Exactly. That's true because I'm going by. I'm being biased. I'm going by me. I would never. If I'm a billionaire, I don't need the money.
The impression I got
I'm not going to be an asshole like that.
The impression I got is they were a prick about it.
Yeah. I'll be happy someone came to me like, "Yo, I want you in my movie." I'll be like, "Oh shit, all right."
You sure? All right.
Like I'm not going to try to take over. Like you want me?
No, it's
I
not.
own it.
Well,
Elvis.
yeah, I mean, you got to
created-
remember Elvis, though. He's already crossed, 3 different bridges of
It does,
stardom
but
in fucking
like this
Hollywood.
is
You know what I mean? At
this
that
wasn't
point,
his creative vision. This was
oh,
the
I get it.
director's creative vision. People that wrote the movie.
I'm with you on that.
So
And
if he gets this and you read it and you think it can be good, and then you're demanding basically ownership of half of it.
But once again, on
do
his
it.
side,
Well,
it
I'm the
didn't
one
hurt
bringing
him
it
at
to
all.
life,
So,
and I'm the reason they're gonna buy these albums and come watch your movie. That's how he's thinking of it.
yeah.
Maybe.
Well, then again, did it ever? I wonder if it ever even got to him. I'm just saying that because it could be one of those
just
things.
his
It could have been
manager.
just his management.
It could have been just his
working those numbers,
manager, yeah.
And his manager could have did all this. You
And
never
Elvis
know.
punched him in the face afterwards. Like, why didn't you tell me about this movie, motherfucker?
Dude, that's
That
probably
could be-
happened uncountable times.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was gonna say, that could be the good and bad of having that manager, though. Because say if you are that person who, I don't know how Elvis was, but say he was somebody who was passionate about maybe acting and music, obviously music, but would have maybe done this role for, say if he did it cheaper or whatever, and this, that, and the third, and say the movie bombed, and then like, oh, that could hurt his legacy, that could hurt his career.
Yeah,
I heard he
feel
liked the
people-
acting better. He did so many movies. Like,
I think if you're a good manager,
I'm just saying, just in that term, and then in the manager's mind, it's, oh shit, you signed me up for this film, you told me to do this film, I can get fired being your manager, so I have to block away some of these things, and then certain roles or certain things that I know you'll knock out of the park, and on top of that, you're gonna get, let's just say $100 million, which means I'm gonna get $12 million. Yeah, this is what you're gonna go for. This one you might not get. This one you.
but I think part of being a good manager is presenting it to your client and
Yeah.
telling them your opinion and why.
True, but
A lot of
again,
times that's got to be stipulated in the contract when you hire the manager, though, because
Yeah.
the
Not
managers
only
try to
That's
take as
true,
much
because
control
here,
as
I'm
they
going to tell you
can.
right now, this day and age, I had a manager and someone came up to him, I can be in a Marvel movie, but he goes, I can't, no, I want him to get this. They're like, no, then he's going to pass. And if they come back to me like, yo, you could have been in a Marvel movie, I will fuck him up.
Yeah, I think you lay out everything there for sure,
Yeah.
but you got to leave the final decision up to the talent.
Yep.
I don't give a
But-
fuck. I was like
again,
a fucking a no-armed fucking rat in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, listen, motherfucker, I'm in Marvel. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
care.
I hear you. But I was gonna say, just to play.
I'd be in a Marvel movie for free at this point, just for
Hell
fun.
yeah. As long as I can wear my shirt with my logo on it, so people can see it and buy it and turn this into the podcast.
There's no
and
super
stuff.
sturdy. I don't think they care about that.
Hey, that's fine. Oh, what's that Sir Sturdy shirt? Yo, Captain America, throw this shirt on. Yo, Tony, throw this shirt on. Boom, everybody wants it. That's
You
it.
especially won't get Tony. That motherfucker just wears suits if he's not in the Iron Man.
Well, that
that's
fucker's
fucking-
dead. That fucker's dead.
I'll put the logo on the front of the Iron Man suit.
Is there a rumor that bringing them back?
I don't know.
think
Because
it's
I
gonna-
see.
Well, the
Tell-
rumor
I've
was, the
seen
rumor,
some there's
rumor
Iron
was
Man
Tom
4.
Cruise was playing an Iron Man variant in Doctor
Yeah.
Strange, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, supposedly. I don't believe it, but
Rumor
If
has
they're
it.
gonna bring him back, bring him back.
Yeah, or me.
I don't
Doctor
think they're
Strange could
bringing
be
him
the
back.
one.
I think he's gonna have messages left behind, kind of like his dad did, and I think he's gonna have some type of integration with like the AI, like Jarvis, to help
I
the
can see that.
next
Maybe
Iron Woman
flashbacks.
or whatever.
Jarvis is
Like,
like the Alfred for Batman.
Yeah, but in his image, because Jarvis was supposed to be him in AI, so
Yeah,
But Jarvis became
Vision.
Visions.
Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
Westside
To their credit, they've planned out a decade ahead. So who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
right.
Anything else about these two films, gentlemen?
So how do we find the link? What's the link? How do they correspond? How do they relate?
Besides being Spanish, of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
Singing, dance.
the
The
side
depth.
story is clearly a musical. Coco revolves around music, so I think that's the big one.
Acceptance.
Acceptance.
Oh,
Acceptance.
That's a good one.
Because
yeah, that is good.
Miguel's family doesn't accept him for the music and all that until he goes through all those trials and tribulations. And then with the two gangs, like even though those two were in love or falling in love from the opposite,
By the way, the
they were
ending is
reported to
fucking
girl.
stupid. Like
It
they
is.
are
I hated it.
sure they take the guy away that shoots Tony.
Mhm.
They literally let everybody else just walk away, like nothing
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the 60s.
Yeah.
They're like, get out of here before I take you all downtown.
The
They're like,
70s
"Okay."
was even worse. Go look up the history of the 70s in the Bronx, the 60s and the 70s in the Bronx.
But yeah, with acceptance, like with those towards the end of the film, especially during that whole scene, I feel like they started to accept each other a lot more. And of course, with Miguel's family and Coco, they accepted him for the music and all that, and it ended up turning into this whole beautiful thing at the end. West Side Story, not so much with the beautiful thing at the end, but
Yeah.
you still got that.
I thought she was going to blow her own brains out like Romeo and Juliet type shit. Like when I first seen this, I'm saying not now. I was sitting there like, oh, she got the gun. I was like, she's going to shoot herself. I was like, here it comes. But it didn't happen. I was like, okay, never mind.
Oh, I felt good.
That was gross.
That's fine.
Fucking gross.
But yeah, fuck musicals. My true self would have gave this a 2, but story
with my
without the musical and the dancing.
Do we have another musical? This is the first time I think on Popcorn and Punch we have back-to-back musicals.
I'm not happy
I'm
about it.
sticking with my 4. I predict my Sound of Music will be less.
It's better than having 4 musicals in a row.
I can't imagine anything worse than Cats, but
you've never seen this though. I haven't seen this.
Hashtag release the Apple cut.
Yeah,
no, Cats is horrible. I think that is the worst musical ever.
And it was the new one too. I bet you the old. Never mind.
Have you guys ever seen Repo, the genetic opera?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure.
I love that fucking movie. Love that musical. It's a horror musical. It's a gory horror musical.
It's a horror musical.
Tell you, man. I've been trying to get you to put it on the wheel for like a year.
Anybody ever watch Freaknik?
No.
That's funny as shit.
Is it a musical?
You'll like that one. You'll like that. Kind of, but it was on a Cartoon Network. It was it's a movie called Freaknik.
Interesting.
Look it up. I think it has like Snoop Dogg in it, maybe.
Nice.
Snoop. I'm in.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's funny.
Nice. You guys ready to wrap this up? Like,
like a burrito.
I want to go to bed.
Burrito.
Watch Rick and Morty.
Like an empanada. If you guys want to see this funny ass guy, come watch him game. His name's the worst damn gamer ever. You can find him on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. He's got tons of shit on TikTok for you. Go send him a like. Hit the bell. Hit the notifications. Subscribe. Super dope. Tons of content. He's here on this podcast. He's here on Horror with Sir Sturdy. He's got his own shit coming up tonight at midnight as well, called the Midnight Matinee. He's going over the Age of Ultron movie, next one in the MCU, which you guys are loving, so enjoy it. You can also go check out our boy Dreams the Creator. Pretty much anything you need digitally, whether it's audio or visual, he's your guy for it. He can teach you how to do it. He can set you up with some lessons. He can do it for you. He can film your wedding, capture those beautiful moments, and make them even more beautiful. Yes, I said even more beautiful. You let him know Worst Damn Gamer and Horror or Sir Sturdy sent you. He's going to hook you up with a decent price. So good at scary. Our boy Kyle up in Canada's running that one. If you are an independent artist, you got something that's 30 minutes or less, whether it's a short film, a trailer, whatever you want, we can drop it in there. You can get it reviewed on Horror with Sir Sturdy. Also, go check out his TikTok. Tons of cool interactive content that's all horror based. So if you're down with it, you're a horror head, you're going to want to go there and you're going to want to engage. Our next host here on the Z Network you can check out is Joe of Any Last Words. She has a Patreon. She just started a horror magazine. She does origin stories. She does ghost stories. She does horrible recipes. Not horrible in the scope of they taste bad. Horrible as in they're gruesome and they're horror related. You can find her on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and go check out her TikTok as well.
And then you can hop on over to Horror with Sir Sturdy, people, every Tuesday and Thursday, live at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Just go to horrorwithsirsturdy.com and you will get everything. You will get every single thing. You'll get everywhere I'm at. You can just click any of those links I'm at. Go everywhere. But go to horrorwithsirsturdy.com and you'll get all my stuff. I promise you guys that. Now, every Saturday, as you guys know, we review 2 films. We try to connect them. This Saturday, we just had Coco and Westside Story. Next Saturday, we have The Sound of Music and Outcast. And we'll be reviewing those 2 films at 9 o'clock. It's off the hate wheel. There's going to be a lot of anger, rage, swearing, bunch of nonsense.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be, I'll tell you what, you guys are going to have more fun watching the episode than we had watching both of these films. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I'm going to love every minute of that Nick Cage movie.
You guys are going to have way more fun overall watching this next episode than we will watching these 2 films next week. So tune in for that at 9 o'clock. Stories from a Bar everywhere you listen to podcasts, including Facebook, including Instagram, including Twitter, and YouTube. Go check it out. It's an awesome podcast. You love alcohol and music. You love breweries.
Yep.
Capital Region, 518 local breweries. Check it out. You ever want to visit the Capital Region? Like, hey, where can I get a nice brew from? You listen to this podcast, you'll get some good local music, and you'll get some great breweries with some great food as well. So check out Stories from a Bar. Deep Focus Cinema is a deep dive on cinema. Check that out. And everybody who was here, watching in the past, present, well,
Pickle Rick.
Peace.
Pickle Rick.
Thanks for popping by.
I want to hear Aaron's reactions to watching Rick and Morty. That's what I